Thursday Insights on the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. We always spend some time looking at the weekend on a Thursday Insights, don't we? Hi, meteorologist Matt Noyes. In this video, we'll talk about how it's kind of a steady weather pattern for now. You do get some times of showers. We'll talk about that coming up here. Gradually rising brush fire danger for us as we dry out gradually, and we do that without leaves on the trees, so the sun can go right down to the forest floor, dry out last year's dead leaves and brush in Easter Sunday and Patriots Day. We're going to cover that in this video as well. Look, jet stream, we talk about that a lot, right? It's the storm steering winds in the atmosphere, separating cool air to the north from warm to the south. You got a jet stream dip or a trough across the northeast right now. That's been opening the door to at least somewhat cooler air, although not as cold as it was over the last couple of weeks. We'll notice that jet stream rises north at first, opens the door to warmth getting into the start of the weekend, and then you've got ripples or waves in it. That just basically means you've got energetic disturbances that are traveling through it. That energy shows up here in the plot of atmospheric energy at about 18,000 feet, where you've got yellows, oranges, reds, indicating energy in the atmosphere. Now, there's a big upper level low coming down across the Rockies and eventually the Four Corners, but what that does is it kind of ejects these areas of energy up toward New England. So that starts to impact this as we head into the upcoming weekend. That's also going to be the case into early part of next week as we get ready for kind of the main piece of that energy to come toward us here. It looks like that's probably going to happen as we get in the first half of next week and raise the chance of showers with that as it comes through as well. So in the shorter term and at the surface, you've got a cold front that's slicing down through the Great Lakes, and this is during the course of the day tomorrow and Friday. We are just transitioning into warmer air on the backside of a big high-pressure dome going over the western Atlantic. Remember, you've got that clockwise flow of air that comes around high pressure, so you're bringing in a southerly and southwesterly wind. That maxes out the warmth for us on Saturday. I'm not worried about Saturday being a bad day. I think Saturday's going to be a great day. I mean, there is a cold front coming in. There will be some showers. We'll take a closer look here in a second. But the vast majority of us go into the 70s. In fact, we've got 80 for kind of a New England average high, which would be generally central southern New England. But we'll take a look at all that here in a moment. And then once the cold front comes through, it gives you a very different nice day on Easter Sunday, which is you're going to have the drier air, cooler air, but it's very pleasant spring stuff that'll be with you. There's that main kind of load of energy getting ready to come in our direction, and that's what we'll get here for the early part of next week. You can watch the high temperatures, too. I mean, on Friday, this is all 70s and 80s in the oranges, right? 60s expanding north into New England, and by the time we get to Saturday, there's the sliver of warmth coming right up into the heart of central and southern New England. Northern New England's mild, maybe not as warm as everybody else, and then by the time we get to Sunday, there's that cooler air, but again, dry air, pleasant air that comes in for Easter Sunday. So I told you we'd take a closer inspection. Let's do it. It stays dry through tonight, stays dry into Friday. The clouds increase during the day Friday. This is Friday at midday. Here comes the warm front, which by the time we get to Friday evening around 9 or 10 p.m., some showers may start to break out in association with that warm front in eastern Mass. Certainly some showers will be breaking out in central and northern parts of New England as we get to your Friday evening. There will be showers Friday night, again, especially when you get from northern Massachusetts points north. As we head into Saturday morning, still showering in northern New England. So youth sports on Saturday in northern New England in jeopardy. Youth sports in central and southern New England less so, because even though you've got some showers that are around at 8 or 8:30 in the morning, if I play this out, notice they go away. The sun will break out. The temperature comes 75 to 80 degrees, and it turns into a summer preview day. With this cold front and kind of a understandable question to ask would be, are we going to get thunderstorms out of this? That is possible. On Saturday, late in the day into the evening when the cold front arrives, even though you don't see a lot that's modeled here, a lot of the computer modeling not really putting out thunderstorms, there is that chance with the amount of warmth that will be in place. It's not an overwhelmingly humid air mass, but there will be some humidity with it, and that does fuel the chance for a shower or storm, especially by evening as the cold front approaches. But nonetheless, once it's gone by, there's your Easter Sunday, looking great, feeling great. And then Marathon Monday, as it's known in New England, or Patriots Day, as it's known for some of us too, is going to end up being dry. You probably get a gentle wind that'll allow for a sea breeze over the course of the marathon. We'll get to that here in just a second. How much precipitation are we going to see heading into the upcoming weekend with that Friday night into Saturday and then Saturday night time frame? It's not a lot for anybody, no matter how you cut it. By Sunday morning when it's all done, it's maybe a third of an inch to perhaps half an inch in the higher amounts across some parts of northern New England. Most of us, it's more like a tenth to 2/10 of an inch, and that should be about it, unless, of course, you get into one of the scattered thunderstorms that may develop with the cold front on Saturday evening. Day-by-day high temperatures tomorrow into the 60s. We begin the ascent as we get into Friday night. It's a mild night. You're running about 50. Remember those showers possible in northeast and eastern Massachusetts, points northward through central and northern New England. There's that 75 to 80 degree warmth on Saturday. Again, We even think some of these numbers may be a little underdone. We're thinking that we may come up to about 80 for a lot of central and southern New England, somewhere near that anyway. And then we get into Saturday night, and we're talking about temperatures that will still be rather mild, even though the cold front has come through, but it does kind of clean the air out. I mean, you're talking about what's a fresh air for Sunday. Just keep in mind that by being, with only a quarter inch of rain coming with this system, that means there's a lot of drying wind, there's a lot of drying air. That drives up the brush fire danger, but it also means the pollen is really going to be bursting out here over the next week. You're going to continue to feel that uptick. We've seen it and felt it already. That'll continue to be the case. By Marathon Monday or Patriots Day, you get high temperatures nearing 60. And again, what's going to end up being a breeze that starts light out of the northwest, goes variable to a sea breeze, and that'll certainly be the case of the finish in Boston, and then probably ends up southerly and light by the time we're southeasterly and light by the end of the day. Here's the extended. We know next week is school vacation week for a number of kids and therefore families around New England. And if you're someone who sticks close, we certainly will be. We'll have a good time with the kids, but you'll still see all the videos and all the updates here. It looks like an awesome spring week. It really does. You can see that increased chance of showers that we talked about in the early part of the week with that main disturbance that's kind of kicking out of the Four Corners region. And other than that, though, you've got temperatures running in the 60s, even 70s by the time we get to Thursday. It looks like maybe next weekend there could be a couple of showers around on Saturday, but it's a 30% chance. We'll see. Either way, it's some slightly cooler air, but that is a good-looking 14-day forecast, no matter how you cut it. So that's how things look for now. You can stay on top of it all with our app, Noyes' 1 Degree Outside Weather on the App Store and Google Play. Just search 1 Degree Outside. We'll look forward to seeing you with updates always on both the website and atop the home screen of the app. Have a great rest of your day. See you in a bit.